Say you wanna ride with the sunroof down. Butterflies, city lights, got your favorite dress on. Moonlight, let's get it right. Skin tight, oh, baby. You like skin tight. Oh yeah, baby. Wanna ride with the sunroof down, butterflies, city lights. Got your favorite dress on, moonlight, skin right, skin tight, butterfly.
Hey!
Butterfly, city lights. Got your favorite dress on, moonlight, let's get it right. Skin tight, oh baby, moonlight, skin tight, oh baby. Wanna ride with the sunroof down, butterfly, city lights. Got your favorite dress on, moonlight, let's get it right. Butterfly, skin tight, butterfly, skin tight. You got the type of heat, make it go 2,500 miles a beat. When I ain't with you, I don't wanna eat, oh, I don't wanna sleep. Moonlight, let's get it right, skin tight, oh baby.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Lois. You're invited to our virtual Look Who's Talking event every Sunday starting January 18, 2026 from 4 p.m. to 5:45 p.m. Central. Join us on Microsoft Teams. You can scan the barcode and I'm going to put it on the bottom of the screen for you guys. I will see all of y'all there. Hopefully I got y'all pina coladas and your margaritas. Everybody is allowed to have at least one or two. Know your limit. See you there.
Wow.
Okay, let me get on the it. What's the name trying to get in?
Huh?
He come DL.
Oh, he's coming
All
in.
right, DL, we got you in. You got to turn your mic on. DL of Next Level Internet Radio Station. The boss is
What's
on the
up, my guy?
line.
How you doing? Boss.
You got to come on. You got to turn that camera on, man. Just like you on Facebook. Don't be cheating me.
How do I do my? Oh, here we go.
We got to see your face. There we go. What's up, the boss in the building?
What's going on?
Man,
Just got off work.
did you? How was work today?
It was all right. It was all right. Not too many kids, so yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. So,
Yeah.
DL, we now switching gears from work. You got to throw you. I see you got your cap on already to the Next Level Internet Radio Station.
Yeah.
Executive producer and engineer, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tell us what's going on with the Hot 7 at 7. I tuned in this week, and where are we at with the standing of the group so far?
We finally got a new number one. Congratulations to Original Soul and Robot Millennium for holding down the number one spot for almost a month and a half, really, with their single "Uncomfortable Conversation," with which basically just basically sheds a light on community and world issues and just how basically, I mean, I'm not trying to speak for him. I didn't create the song, but from
Right.
what I've gathered from the lyrics, but
Right. Me
just
too.
just yeah, individuals and people that don't want to have those types of conversations and the how skewed and misunderstood social media is and things like that. But that single was taken over, dropped to number two this week, and number one went to P. Flow of the UA and Almighty Lord Recca with their single Strictly Underground. So got a new number one. Congratulations to Lamar A. Thompson. He jumped a few spots. He just dropped a new music video for his single Kraken. So
Mm.
yeah, it was a busy 7 countdown.
It was a nail biter for me because I'm one of those that did vote for the uncomfortable conversations. I love that single. It is
Yeah,
a great message.
yeah,
It definitely stands out, and I'm hoping that it takes off the way that it should, because
yeah,
the rap music industry right now is pretty much, in an uncomfortable spot, and a lot of
yeah,
uncomfortable conversations in it, to talk about. So I'm glad
right.
to see that. I did enjoy the P Dot. He is definitely a lyrical beast.
Yeah.
He put some things together.
Yeah, they're all throwbacks to lyrics and originality and not the trap music that dominates pretty much all the all the airwaves now. So
Yes.
it's refreshing to hear music with content, music with messages, music with you know storytelling. So
Yeah, and it's also refreshing that um there are spaces such as yourself that are so important at next
yeah,
level internet radio, because the mainstream radio stations seem to steer away and like to promote and replay those stereotype songs
no,
that,
yeah,
that you're speaking of. So I want
most
to
definitely,
definitely let people understand how important internet radio station is, and how
yeah,
glad and honored they should be that there is a platform like Next Level Radio that's existing, putting their music out. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
so what else was going on over at internet radio? You got some new changes coming. Tell everybody about the
Well,
new
we got
changes.
I've joined Live 365, which uh,
Good
is a
job.
huge platform with other internet radio stations. But basically, join that so artists that have their music together and have their business together can start getting paid royalties. But like I say, you have to have your all the information, the metadata, things that are you should have already. But a lot of artists don't. You'd be surprised some of the stuff that gets sent to me. The artist name is not mentioned, or the title of the song, the year the song was made, the credits.
Right.
None of that information is submitted, and I don't know if artists really understand that. In order to get paid, the little crumbs the industry is trying to give you, you got to do the bare minimum and just title the song and
Right.
put your artist name on it. People leave all that stuff blank and then wonder why that they're not getting any royalties or making any money off their music. And a lot of times it's simply that you don't have the correct information in the slots where it goes to get paid. So
Right.
um, you know, uh, Live 365, they pay royalties, US, Mexico, and the UK. So I wanted to get next level on there because I've tried other platforms and other applications, and you know I know with Live 365, if there's going to be an issue, that they're going to be able to take care of their IT team or
Right.
take care of it quick. And it's no disrespect or no
Right.
diss to anybody else, but
Right.
I mean it's hard to get people to support you when they're waiting to hear their song and something's going on with the app or this or
Right.
that, and you can't
Right.
explain it because you're not in charge of it, and
Right.
you don't know who to steer them to and things like that. So just eliminates a lot of the headache that I was going through and trying to explain and just eliminate um, just like I said, just add legitimacy to the next level internet radio station, basically.
Right. And that's a good thing. I'm glad we got a chance. It's cold out, so instead of coming on down there today, we wanted to pretty much get a little bit of background on the new updates, and then go on in. So I'm gonna stop recording now.
You got the type of heat, make it go 2,500 miles a beat. When I ain't with you, I don't wanna eat. Oh, I don't wanna sleep. Alright, let's get it right. Skin tight, oh baby.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Lois. You're invited to our virtual Look Who's Talking event every Sunday starting January 18th, 2026 from 4 p.m. to 5:45 p.m. Central. Join us on Microsoft Teams. You can scan the barcode and I'm going to put it on the bottom of the screen for you guys. I will see all of y'all there. Hopefully I got y'all pina coladas and your margaritas. Everybody is allowed to have at least one or two. Know your limit. See you there.
Okay.
Hopefully we get
Is that that's not, is Teddy Riley?
Yeah,
Teddy Riley.
yeah. So
Old school Teddy Riley.
not Teddy Riley. Backstreet. Right.
Teddy Riley.
Yeah.
Okay, so you working on that. That's in the works.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that secured. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully everything works out with that. That'd be great. But yeah, this is it. This is next level.
Okay.
So
So we are in the infamous.
she said infamous.
Yes, because that's it. It's lethal. The music you got going on is lethal, man.
I call myself the Black Victor Newman. So
Okay.
I
Now who is Victor Newman?
Younger than Restless. Younger than Restless.
Exactly, and I'm in that bracket now because Grandma had me down watching all of that.
I love Young and the Restless and
Nice,
Bold and
comfortable.
Beautiful.
Nice, comfortable little studio. Okay. So how did Next Level get started? Because you got to give me some.
Basically, I ran into a lady. Shout out Michelle, and she had some internet radio stations. She was selling, and she was like, "You want one?" And I was like, "I guess." I mean, I don't have any radio training. I've never been a DJ. Well, I've been a DJ, but as far as talking on radio, things like that, I've never done that. So.
Quite a natural then.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? We had a partnership. I started. I got internet. I got the software, and the rest is history. I think I've been doing this for 6 years, 7 years. Me and myself, Loco Conroe. He was with me for 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
And we started. Doing concerts. We brought all kind of concerts to Fort Worth, Dallas, Spice One.
Okay. Spice One ain't been out in a minute.
Above the Law.
Okay.
Killer Leon.
Okay.
Lil Kiki. I brought Keith Washington, Puddle of Mud, K Camp. Yeah, so we were doing concerts, and then along with we did a thing called Ladies Night Out, where we was strictly just lady artists, whether they were hip hop or R&B, whatever genre. So we just put them on a platform. Did a lot of stuff with R&B artists. Gave them a platform. We used to do stuff down at I can always forget the name of that venue. It was right down there across the street from Fair Park. Little hole in the wall club.
Okay.
But it was really nice.
Right.
Expo Bar.
Okay.
Bar. It was Expo Bar before they closed down. We had a residency in there. We've had residencies. Live Wicks. We've had residencies all over the DFW. We really put out a platform for local artists and things like that. So, I mean, now it's still going.
So Ted, congratulations,
Thank
number
you.
one, in the independent artist space. It's not an easy space, especially to have longevity.
Yeah.
Going beyond a year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
is something to be commended. So just tell me, I was interested to know, like, you mentioned the top names that people will recognize that had some success and have success in music. What is the difference that you may feel from the independent artist who's not as known and those that are known? Like, is there any difference that you do?
I'm old, so I'm from the era where you sold your music out of the trunk. You were always traveling. You had to really you had to really be a foot soldier and get out in front of people. I think today it's 100 times easier with the internet. The internet now has become a curse and a blessing. If you use it right, sky's the limit. But a lot of these artists don't use it right. I always sign off when I do the Hot 77. Artists, you got to promote your music. Nobody's gonna know who you are unless you post it 1 or 2 times. You literally, when you get up in the morning, post your single. Go to lunch, post your single. Go to dinner, post your single. I mean, everybody knows about the Big Mac, but it's not uncommon to see on TV Burger King or talking about a Whopper.
Right.
Or Big Mac, or McDonald's talking about a Big Mac or the McRib. They're always talking about it. Even though we know it,
right.
They're looking ahead, the next generation, getting them onto the big. So say all that to say, you have to promote.
Okay.
And if you're not going to promote, find somebody that's going to promote for you and you know, take care of it, you know. But I'm also of the mindset no music is old. Because I can play songs here from 2-3 years ago, and people are like, man, who made that song? And don't even realize it's an old single. But just because that artist didn't choose to keep promoting it, keep pushing it, it's music is never old.
Okay.
You know, there are old songs, but my son, he likes old school music, and so. You know, if you make something of value, make something of substance, the song will never grow old in my eyes. So but I mean, the thing, say all that, you have to promote.
Right.
You've got to promote.
Right.
Whatever you're doing, you have to promote it. So, and I think a lot of artists fail in that. You know, they don't stick with a single long enough. If it doesn't pop or go viral or whatever it is, they I got a new song coming out. Well, you didn't give us a chance to really appreciate the one you just dropped 3 days ago. So
right.
You have to, you know, if you're gonna get into this industry, you've got to learn the business. You got to understand that you are all the facets. It's not just going to the studio, recording, and think the song's gonna hit. You got to get out. The recording is easy.
Right.
Once it's recorded, now the real work begins.
Exactly.
You know, getting it out, getting it all the platforms, getting it to the right platforms, getting it to the right audience, so people will know, hey, okay, I can relate to that song, or you know, it's like the old saying, you're just throwing stuff up against the wall hoping it sticks.
Right.
You can't do that. You gotta nowadays. You really have to have a game plan.
Right.
Have a music video when you drop the single, because we're all visual now.
Right.
You know, our attention spans are short. So, you know, you have to bring the song, you know, shorten the song sometimes. But we're getting back to the age where, you know, substance is more important now in music. You know, everybody's tired of the female rap and the content that they do. Everybody with the guys rapping, the bang, bang, shoot 'em up. I got this, I sold that. People are getting tired of that, you know.
I'm glad you said that.
It's time to have music and have artists with substance again. So, and that's what Next Level's always been. We've never played just what everybody else is playing.
That's the catch. You got a question?
Because I just have a statement, basically. Because we're supposed to soothe the soul.
Yeah.
That's what it no longer does. It's not.
Yeah.
And a lot of the young people are listening to the for a lot of old people. You know what I'm saying? And they realizing that that's not the way to go.
I mean, you can see the trend. A lot of the old school artists are coming back out and selling out arenas more than the youngsters now.
And
Yeah.
looking at that.
That's the final run of it. And that's what sets Next Level internet radio station apart. Number one, I don't get the impression that you were just the person that didn't have any kind of knowledge, anything, and somebody came and gave you an offer. You have some sort of music ear, something to discover or passion for music on a different level.
Yeah. Well, so I'll go like that. I'll give you that. So I don't know instruments. I've never played instruments. I've produced a few singles here for some artists. When I was in college, I actually was part of a group.
Okay.
We actually were looking. We were getting looked at. I leave that story out.
Okay.
We traveled to New York. We had a couple labels there looking out for us. Raucous, Sleeping Bag, a lot of old hip hop labels. And then we also had a look from Rap-A-Lot from so.
Right.
And it was like, are we gonna quit school because we had a deal on the table, and I was like, man, I can't quit.
So what was your role?
I honestly,
were you a rapper?
No, I've never rapped. I didn't dance.
What did you do?
My thing was I was more on the production end. I helped find the samples and beats, and then did a little DJing as well. But I wasn't a rapper. I didn't want to be on stage. I've never really wanted to be in the spotlight.
Right.
I was more of, I'm one if we're gonna work together, let's find who's strong at what.
Yes.
And I'll be strong at what I'm strong at.
Right.
And, it was all a team effort.
And come together.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
And I think that's a lot that goes around here in the DFW and back home in my hometown of Kansas City, Missouri. I grew up with Tech Nine. I know Tech Nine. I've seen his struggle. I know I was one of the main guys who used to tell Aaron, hey man, all that weirdness and the face paint and hair all over the head and the orange jump roll. I was like, Kansas City's not ready for this.
Right.
And, he said, what do you mean? I was like, dude, you are light years ahead of what Kansas City is on. And, he had to go the independent route. And to his credit, he's never signed a major deal. And he's literally got one of the biggest
followers
out. Yeah. I mean, he was looked at. He was under contract years ago when Jimmy Jam and them started their label. But you had Janet, you had Mariah, you had all those people. So he always kept getting pushed back. So he just learned, saw how the business was.
It took off.
That sparked strange music.
Right.
And now, like I said, he's never signed. Probably will never sign to a label. Little known fact, a lot of people don't know is, when Lil Wayne was thinking about starting Cash Money, it was between Drake and Tech Nine.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Both of them visited him in jail.
Yeah.
And Tech Nine's like, no, I won't do it. If Tech would have signed, we probably wouldn't even had Drake.
Probably.
Right.
Exactly.
But that's how much respect Wayne had and Tech had with each other. But Tech was supposed to be the
next thing
for
next thing
Cash
out
Money, or Young Money.
Okay.
But
right.
Yeah, he kindly said, hey man, I'm gonna keep doing my independent thing.
That was
rest is history.
Yeah. So they so bad though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I said,
anytime
he tours, he's selling out. I remember seeing him years ago here at the Gas Monkey, and his merchandise was stacked all the way up to the ceiling, and it was sold out. And it's just like I hadn't seen nothing like that. Only in wrestling events, right. WWE,
right?
All the wrestler shirts and stuff. I mean, he had his whole wall like that, merchandise wall. And I mean, by the end of the night, it was all gone. And I'm just like, oh, that's his money,
right?
All the records, those he don't have to split it with anybody, but his label,
right?
I mean, he's every year dang near he makes Forbes list. because it's just him, you know,
Right.
him and his label. So
Right.
I mean, he's always been inspiration. Being from Kansas City, we were both from Kansas City. We literally were neighborhoods away, blocks away from growing up from each other. He went to Southwest, I went to Bishop Hogan. Those high schools are literally around the corner from each other. So, and then there's other people. Like I said, my mom went to high school with Tina Turner, so she used to tell me stories about when she was Annie Mae Bullock. And then I have family that are related to the staple singers. So music was always there.
Right.
I just was no performer.
Right.
I wouldn't get none. I wouldn't
Yeah.
do none of that.
But it takes a certain level of impassion to understand music, to come up with the sets and be able to select, because it's tons of independent artists.
Oh yeah.
So,
Man.
but to land on a desk and you listen to them to pick the hottest 7 of the 7 every Friday, and you've been doing this for the 5 years. You do it?
No.
Or how's the hot 7?
This one's just started. I'm probably 3. I think the first one, because I write them down. Too.
Right.
I think the first one was actually September 5th.
Okay.
That was the first countdown we did, and I've been going every Friday. And all I do, a lot of people have been like, well, how do you know? How do you pick? What makes that song in the countdown? All I do is just watch my social media and see a post between Facebook and Instagram.
Right.
I finally got on TikTok, so I don't have enough followers for that. And but I watch you post their single or their video or whatever on those 2 platforms.
Right.
That however many times I see it, that determines who's number 1 or number 2 that way.
Right.
If you don't post, you may fall out.
And that's a good meter
Yeah,
to
that's the
go
only
by.
meter I can go by.
Yeah, because number one, like I said, there's tons of artists out there, right? But like you said, it starts dwindling down when you get into the full run of an artist.
And who's doing
The video, promotion,
Yes.
Your interview skills to
Yes.
go out and be interviewed.
Yeah.
So it takes more than just, as you said, record and then, hey, I got this single, then I'm on to the next.
And sometimes too, it could be just like a listening party. I
Right.
give them credit for that.
Right.
Or a performance like Rose Washington. She had dropped out, but she just did another little promo situation. So I put her back in. She made the countdown again this week.
Okay.
Like I said, I mean, I was telling T Flores, she almost knocked Original Soul out of number 1 this week. And the only Original Soul, he pushed the single.
That was
more.
the number 1,
That
right?
was number 1 again.
Yeah.
And it's dropping tonight at midnight, the whole project. But she almost got him because she had I forgot what day of the week she posted, but she had her daughter promoting her song. And I was just like, that's what you do. You got a little girl shouting out her mom about her music. I mean, I was like that. I had to give that like 2 little slashes.
Right.
Just because of her thinking to do that. And then, like I said, and then when you saw it on Instagram, how much response it got and how many people liked it and reshared it. All that counts into who's who and how. Then I looked up and what threw it off for me, and I was glad they were supporting each other. She started sharing his music video, and then vice versa. He was sharing hers.
Yeah.
And so they're like, yeah, we need to link up and work together.
Right.
That's what this is all about.
Exactly.
Is building new relationships within the DFW music community. And everybody getting off this sense of entitlement, this sense of I'm better than you, I can do this better than you. That
Competition.
and there's nothing wrong with competition, but competition can be a detriment or a blessing. And
It don't
when
mean
in the
step
old
on somebody.
and in the old
That's
school
what it
way,
mean. Yeah.
in the old school way, competition led us to we are the world. All those egos in one room, or We all in the same game.
Yeah.
You don't get those.
It also,
Team thing.
Yeah, you don't get that.
it
anymore.
also cultivated the hip hop.
Yeah.
That's what competition was
Yeah.
in the as the origin of hip hop,
Yeah.
hip hop battles.
Yeah.
But they left in one piece
Yeah.
and love
Yeah.
between one another.
Exactly.
It didn't turn to you my op and I'm finna
Yeah.
you pull up, we all popping you.
Yeah.
You know.
And there was violence
So-
back then, but it wasn't just as blatant and on record like it is now.
Yeah.
They're literally telling on each other now.
We
Yeah.
strayed away when it tried to dip in on our crowd.
Mm-hmm.
But we strayed back to where we were supposed to be.
Yeah.
We learned,
And we were-
we do it better. 'cause
And we
knew
were
better.
more disciplined
Exactly.
audience and clientele too, because tickets wasn't cheap back then.
No.
So you like, man, hey, don't mess the show up because I done paid $45 to see so and so.
Right.
I told my son, I talk to him all the time, and he's old, he's 30 something, but I was like, man, he's like, we were talking one day, and he was like, he's like, Pops, if you could take me to a concert that you went to, but back in the day that was just your thing, and I was like, man, it would probably be MC Hammer.
Right.
Just for you to experience MC Hammer live
Okay.
in concert,
Yeah, 'cause
you would have
he
been
was
blown away.
Right.
And I was like, well, who would you take me, if you could take me to a concert that you went to or whatever? And he was like, probably going to see Kendrick Lamar at AT&T.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I've never seen that many people in unison to one song. I was
Right.
like, well, that was how it was when I went and saw
MC
I remember
Hammer.
that show. That was MC Hammer, Kwame, Kid and Play,
Right.
Salt and Pepper, I think was on that bill. I was like, and see that those shows you had all different types of artists. They were under hip hop, but you had everybody that was hot on the ticket,
Right.
and you got to see that many artists like that in one time. Man, like I said, I remember when DOC traveled and opened up for NWA in Kansas City. I remember when seeing Too Short live in concert. I remember Luther Vandross live. I've seen some great shows, but I was like, man, he did do me one time. I did get to see the Ghetto Boys one of the Ghetto Boys final concerts at the House of Blues. It was all the remaining members: Reddy Red, Scarface, Willie D, Bushwick, and I had to. He's like, I was like, we're gonna go. He bought the ticket for me, and I remember seeing him, and he was like, I remember we were playing the song so I could give him a quick tutorial of what we were about to hear, and he's like, man, they sound just like the record.
Right.
They wasn't rapping over the lyrics.
Right.
Each of them, they did all these songs together. They did all these songs separately. And I think we were in there for like 2 or 3 hours, and it was just constant, good. And he was like, man, we don't get that here nowadays. I was like, not really.
Nope.
Not really. But all of that, like your husband was saying, is a celebration of music. Music is supposed to link us together,
Right.
not divide us.
Right.
It's or get a message out of it. I'm really excited. I actually reached out to the people. They just announced Public Enemy going on tour with Guns N' Roses.
Wow.
Right.
I would love to see that.
Right.
That's they've done those type of shows, but I think those two together,
Yeah, they rocking.
that's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be.
We know
That's
some
gonna
Guns.
be
We
a lot
know
of it.
Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah.
We don't know all,
Yeah.
but but that you see those
The
diversity
people.
and crowd.
That's what I was about to say. The different fan bases
Like
mixed
what you-
under
yeah,
one
that's
house.
what your husband was saying. Everybody come together.
Yeah.
Music brings people together.
Yes.
Well,
Of all time.
here's my story with Chuck D.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, this is what I learned, and it was kind of like disappointing. So here I'm in college, adult student, of course, coming out of Columbia College, Chicago, and we get tickets to go to an event that was like a workshop kind of where they have the featured speakers. So I'm like, yeah, we going. This Chuck
Yeah.
D up
Yeah.
close and personal, because it was at a museum in
Okay.
Chicago, well visited museum, the near the Shed Aquarium. So we go there. It's like in a theater setting. So we up front, literally, I'm reaching out, walk past, shake this man's hand. So, and being a Public Enemy fan, I'm just all geeked.
Yeah.
So we listened to the conference, and after the conference, they had where you can go in the back, right? But I was a student broadcaster, so they were taking only the Channel 9, the big news, right?
Yeah.
So it was like, y'all just student broadcasters. And I'm like, this is not gonna happen. This Chuck D in front of my face, and I just came out of character. I said, man, they not letting us back here to talk to you. We grew up listening to every song that Public Enemy made. And I made a big ruckus, okay? I was that loud black woman, angry black woman that day. And his team, he told them to come and get us. I had a little crew, little college crew, because I started Raw Magazine in the school as a student organization. So he said, nah, bring her back here, because she out there wilding. And this is the Shed Aquarium. All of these professors and a lot of, I'm just going to say it, white people there. And I was acting a fool because they ushered him off so quickly and just shooed us. And I didn't want him to get down that hallway without hearing me. And he heard me. So he told him, bring them back there. He gave us the whole layout. And that's when he put me up on, we don't like just come out for these type of things. You have to get in tune with this management speaking company. It's a national thing. So I was like, because I was pressing him on, man, why you ain't going to the hood, the kids' school and stuff like that for free? And he was like, this is how we do it. We're under public speakers, big old organization, and they pay us to come out. And that was disheartening. From that point on, I was just like, man, it's all about, they're not into the giving the back, the free stuff.
He had a program on, basically. He was joining the program.
Paid to join the program, right. Exactly. But that's why I was kind of feeling the disconnect with who we grew up with, artists, and when they don't give back, in my opinion, enough to the hood, if we shall say, the schools. When I see them a lot, they're in those types of environments where they're around all these white folks and the white kids. It was only a speckle of us there, and this is Chuck D. So I'm like, man, y'all got to do better, because fight the power. Come on now. So that illusion, I'm thinking it's my brother, fight the power, and 911 is a joke. All of that culminated into our upbringing and influenced us in a way to fight for our rights, be conscious and do the right things type of inspirations. So when I had that, good thing he let me back there, good. But once he told me that, and I shared with him how I felt about artists with as much voice as he has, not to do more for underprivileged communities and be more around his people, to this day, I don't think I influence him.
He does a lot now.
Okay.
He does a lot. I mean, but it's like with anything. You have to play the game. And it's I liken it to, look at Post Malone. When he came out, he was the blackest thing out. Now he doing exactly what he always wanted to do, country music. But we allowed him to White Iverson us to death, or what other song, and when he did that little halftime thing for the Chiefs Thanksgiving game, I had to call my son, like, man, I didn't know he sang that song in this. Never played White Iverson though. And that that made him.
Right.
Them White Iverson days are done. Everybody on Facebook, yeah, he gonna do White Iverson. No, he not.
Okay.
He's white now.
Right.
He's
Fully,
white, all right.
Full.
Yeah, he's
full
country. He's
right.
Yeah, but
Wow.
Can't fault him. You know, he played hip hop, literally, got in, and now, you know, got his fan base, and now he's got a whole entirely brand new fan base.
Right.
It's kind of what Beyonce wanted to do.
It
But it
did.
didn't work. You know, now she's talking about putting out a rock out.
Right.
Beyonce, put Destiny's Child back together.
Right.
And y'all do what got
Right.
y'all.
Exactly.
Man, it's like you misuse the fan base.
Exactly. You play it like we're dumb.
Right.
You all I'm doing is this big Cowboy Carter concert tour, woo woo woo, and they say you did more crazy and love songs than you did the Cowboy Carter stuff.
Right.
Trying to keep up with Taylor Swift.
Right.
That girl is gone. You won't ever get where she's at.
Right.
And why? You're Beyonce. But you said it about 10, 15 minutes ago. Competition. Even they compete.
It's an unlevel playing field. We can't ignore that. Black music, number one, we don't have and own radio stations.
No.
Okay? We don't own media in the spectrum, you know. Got a few, like I said, dots. You got Byron Allen, you know, but look at the shows he put out. They're not centered on Nubian people's content. He's got the Weather Channel. He do the Laugh After Dark type of stuff. But the main characters in the shows are not Nubian people per se, as a full staff on camera. I don't know what's happening behind the scenes, so I can't speak on that. But I'm saying we're limited. That's why I had this desire and dream with my husband to start our own broadcast network, because independent artists don't have the luxury of paying a lot of promotion fees and to get around just for exposure and promotion. What you said is key. Promote. So therefore, you and Next Level Internet radio station and independent broadcast networks like myself, it's going to be the time for the rush, the wave to come our way, because what you said, everybody's tired of what the radio is playing 24/7, which is trauma, derogatory, defaming, you know, and it's causing illness, mental illness in the youth and adults.
Oh yeah.
Okay? So when I say what you're doing and have been doing is on point, because it still stands out from the clutter of internet podcast shows that are out there. And it's just you.
Thank you. That's
you know?
The mission statement for Next Level has always been bringing balance back to radio.
Yes.
You know, we could go listen to 97.9 and they're playing Big X the Plug.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Big X the Plug. I
Right.
don't want his people
Right.
coming after me.
Right.
But it's not uncommon that we will hear the biggest, the largest on 97.9, and you can turn the dial.
And it's right there again.
And it's like synced, like, are they all running under the same?
No, let's be real. It's
crazy.
payola.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
So, I mean,
Let's be real.
You know,
You mentioned Beyonce and crossing the country, and then all of a sudden she's number one of the country because it's payola.
Yeah.
Radio when radio left the DJ.
Yeah.
Okay, when the DJ and they just became programmers.
Yeah.
They're not even radio stations.
Right.
Let's be real.
Right.
They got somebody behind the mic and watching the board.
Yeah.
They pre-program the same stuff from 8 o'clock to midnight.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So this is what I'm saying. The originality is getting ready to speak.
Yeah.
And it's going to be what what they hottest thing was, we're the next hottest thing.
Yeah.
It's the floodgates is open.
Yeah.
People are tired. They want to find alternatives. That's what the explosion of all of the big broadcast networks have went to what? Streaming.
Yeah.
Because they closing their offices. The overhead is killing them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they still dying.
Oh, yeah.
The major companies
Yeah.
are buying the little boys.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
And it's just eventually gonna be like the movie Idiocracy, where Taco Bell owned everything.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. For real.
Yes. So
We're there.
I've talked your ear off, but I did get we got a chance to learn a lot in our meeting today.
Yeah.
And I'm you already know I'm posting. That's we are here for the marketing and promotions of the real. Raw represents real artists working.
Okay.
And you are that, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. We right here at the deal, Elliott, next level internet radio station with Empress Queen Kiki and King Greg. What's up?
You got the type of heat, make it go 2,500 miles a beat. When I ain't with you, I don't wanna eat. Oh, I don't wanna sleep. Oh my, let's get it right. Skin tight, oh baby.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Lois. You're invited to our virtual Look Who's Talking event every Sunday starting January 18th, 2026 from 4 p.m. to 5:45 p.m. Central. Join us on Microsoft Teams. You can scan the barcode and I'm going to put it on the bottom of the screen for you guys. I will see all of y'all there. Hopefully I got y'all pina coladas and your margaritas. Everybody is allowed to have at least one or two. Know your limit. See you all there.